94.3 WYBC, the rhythm of the city. I'm Wanda Coppage. As you are well aware, YBC and Yale University, we take time to salute, to acknowledge the small Black owned businesses right here in New Haven. You don't have to go far. And I'm sure you're familiar with this spot downtown. It's called the Anchor Spa, known as the Anchor. And we have Rasik Muhammad Joseph. He is the operations director over at the restaurant. So, Rasik, welcome.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. What's today? Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday. But it doesn't, we're going to air this separately at a different time. So it won't be Tuesday when it airs, but that's okay.
Okay. All right. Well, happy
So
day.
happy day. There you go. Rasik, you are the operations director. Well, first, tell us the location of the Anchor Spa.
We are right downtown on College Street, 272 College Street. We sit in between Chapel and Crown, right adjacent to the Owl Shop, across from the Schubert Theater, and a few doors down from College Street Music Hall.
Yeah. If you don't know the craft cocktails, it's an intimate location. It's a whole vibe at this spot. Rasik, how long have you been with Anchor Spa?
I've worked with the group since I call it 2016 in Harlem, but specifically with the Anchor since 2019.
Nice. And that was like right around the time that we were going into what we now know as COVID, where things kind of changed. So I'm glad to see that you guys are still operating. You're still providing that great customer service and those craft cocktails. What has changed? How have you bounced back since COVID?
Well, I wouldn't even call it a bounce back. Pre-COVID, we made a decision to dive a bit more into our lineage and go away from more American craft bar food directly into a pan-Caribbean menu that can offer it before theater, after theater, or make us your theater type of experience. So that was in transition, and then COVID hit. So what we did was tap into the local market, whether it was associated with the Yale community or people less transient in New Haven. And we did a lot of cocktail kits that we were coming up twice a week to fulfill. We had this wonderful vegan curry lentil stew that people responded really well to. We did cooking demos. So when it was time to welcome people back to the space with outdoor seating first, and then eventually people indoors, I think the community really flocked around us to
Nice.
get that experience they were receiving remotely in real life.
I'm glad you guys were able to adapt. That's wonderful. And this Pan Caribbean menu, tell us some of the items off of that menu. Go ahead and get us all hungry.
Let's do it. Chef does an incredible jerk chicken dinner that you can't really go wrong with. Serves it with some pickles. He has this amazing curry goat, and me being a Trinidadian man myself, I love my curry goat. But Chef has this unique spin with a cassava or yuca puree that really brings that dish together with some braised vegetables. For all the Trinis out there, there's a bacon shark interpretation on the menu.
Nice.
Uh, a lot of jerk. We have a curry, chickpea curry on the menu with coconut rice. A lot of love, all throughout the menu. Appetizers, entrees, even our
Yeah.
desserts. Chef did this real fun like peach cobbler empanada. He's calling it, or patty, if you will, on the menu, and like a guava flan. So we're hitting all the notes there.
What's your favorite off the menu?
The goat. I gotta say the goat, but a couple of our staples that people love are our sexy wings, which is a nice cross between like an herbed buffalo with a hint of sweetness. So it's like where that sweet and spicy meat is that sexy point. So uh,
Nice. What are your
definitely
hours?
recommend those. We're open every day of the week besides Monday. Currently, Monday is our singular day of rest. Uh, we pride ourselves in being a last call bar, so we go from 5 o'clock until the neighborhood no longer needs us in the evening. So during the week, last call is 12:30. Friday and Saturday night, last call is 1:30.
I love
Yeah.
it.
And we have food pretty late too. A lot of people may not know that, but our kitchen does go until last call 12:30 on Friday and Saturday nights.
And that's for dine in and takeout.
That is correct.
Okay. And you have the cocktail program and the culinary program. Tell us a little bit about that for those that are not familiar.
So the Anchor has had a host of renowned mixologists come through the building. Carl Franz Williams, the founder, and a lot of the principal bartenders from our sister bar in Harlem, myself included. I was fortunate enough to be nominated for Bartender of the Year in the state of Connecticut last year. So there's a lot of
Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you. I'm very happy to recognize or represent rather New Haven, especially as the only cocktail bar, um, black owned cocktail bar, if you will, uh,
Absolutely.
that I know of in the area. So that's very, very, very happy to represent the community in that regard. But our cocktail program is vast. It speaks to the seasons. We like to play with fresh herbs and fresh juices and unique spirits. We love our rums. We love our agave based spirits. We have a wonderful happy hour program where you can kind of get a taste um, of our offerings. And we do the happy hour Tuesday through Friday from 5 to 7 o'clock. Uh,
Nice.
so that's definitely a benefit I encourage everyone to take advantage of. And then we have experiences with smoked Manhattans and riffs on espresso martinis. We don't really we prefer the term coffee cocktail.
Okay.
We have a couple adaptations in that space, and yeah, I think the cocktail program reflects the Pan Caribbean menu, seasonality, and just the elevated nature of the craft very well.
That's what I was going to ask. What's the inspiration behind all the cocktails, the originality behind it? Who's coming up with these ideas?
Well, it's a collaborative. We have an amazing team there at
Uh-oh. You're back.
as I was saying, we have an amazing team there at Anchor, and while Carl or myself or one of the principals from Harlem or like Bianca, who's behind the bar as a principal now, may uh, inspire certain recipes or lead certain initiatives, we kind of come up with our wireframe, and we like to poke holes in and taste and just figure out how to make every cocktail better. So it's really a team effort,
I
if
love
I'm
it.
being truly honest. And we think that's the best way to have a menu that speaks to the people who are coming in the establishment.
Yeah, it's a vibe. As you mentioned, there's the outdoor space, the indoor space, especially now where we're in the summer. It's the season to be
Yeah.
outside. I love going downtown to this area. Do you have specials, daily specials, something that you're offering specifically for the day?
Chef every once in a while, well, no, weekly, he'll throw a weekly special on the menu that rotates, but we do again feature the happy hour. Our rum punch is a house favorite,
Of
I have to say.
course.
One fun thing we did coming out of COVID to let people know it's safe to come into space was we were doing bottomless rum punches,
Mm.
and people still come in asking for the bottomless rum punches, but the bottom ran out on that, and we're offering it. We're offering it in a different fashion now, but you can get a carafe of rum punch to share amongst the table while you explore other unique cocktails, or you can get a single cocktail offering as well. And our rum punch is special. It's got some nice spice in there. And when I say spice, I don't necessarily mean heat. I mean like flavor,
Okay.
depth of flavor. So
You have to go and try it. That's what he's saying. Rasik Muhammad Joseph, he is the operations director at the Anchor Spa, the Anchor downtown on College Street, part of the YBC and Yale University initiative to salute small Black owned businesses right here in New Haven. And when I tell you it's a vibe, it's a vibe. You want to go
so,
downtown. The nightlife downtown, because I'm from New Haven, and I can tell you the nightlife downtown has shifted in such a great way since I was younger. It's like a different, it turns into a different city in the evening. It's a beautiful vibe, and you got to go and you have to experience it for yourself.
I really could not agree more. When those lights start to dim and that Afro beat and
Mm,
reggae and soca and R&B starts to hit your pulse, it's a different experience.
yes, it
Whether
is.
you're dining in or sitting outside, it's a good vibe.
Which means you just have to go and explore all of this on the menu. The cocktails, though, I'm all about a cocktail. That's another story for a different day. Rasik, I want to say thank you for joining us and telling us all about what we have going on. Any final words, and leave us with your social media so we can follow the restaurant.
Absolutely. Such a pleasure to be on today. Pop in anytime. Come see the team. You can follow us on Instagram at the Anchor Spa. The Anchor Spa. That's the best way to collaborate. Come taste our ginger beer, Uncle Wafley's ginger beer, curated here at the Anchor Spa as well. You can
Mhm.
find it in local Whole Foods in the market. That's Uncle Wafley's on Instagram as well. And if you want to network with me, I'm at Rasik. That's RAASIKHINC on Instagram as well.
And give us the spelling for Uncle Wakely.
Sure,
Just the
Uncle
Wakely.
normal spelling
Yeah.
WAITHEYS Wafleys.
Nice. All right. YBC Yale
Actually, I
University.
spelled that wrong.
Okay.
WAITHLEYS Wafleys.
Wait, please. Okay. Thank you for the correction. Thank you for your time. Support small Black owned businesses right here in New Haven. I am Wanda Coppage. You got to keep it set. More R&B is on the way. It's YBC.
Peace.